Yep. Hello everybody, welcome back to another OmegaLands 3 episode. As you guys can see, this is my starter base. I just wanted to get myself a base as quickly as possible. So I did it after episode 1. Here we are doing episode 2. As you guys can see, it's a very, very lovely house. If you've seen the pictures on Instagram, you probably have seen how the house looks. I love it. I love how the house looks. It looks very nice and normal. What I was planning to do was to make a greenhouse somewhere nearby this place. I wanted to do it around the river. So it will just go from here, and then it'll be facing this way, so Fiverr will eventually kind of see a glimpse of it. But there's also kind of one problem with this whole idea, is because there is a ravine that blocks my area from Fiverr's area. But it did give me an idea, which we can make a very, very fancy little bridge. So if anytime he wants to come by and visit, he can just go along the bridge, follow the path, and he'll make it to my little humble abode. So what we're gonna do is gonna be right next door, right over here, this little patch of grass. We're gonna make it a greenhouse, which is what we're gonna be our farms. But what I also would like to do is make it have hoppers, as you guys would not ever notice. Oh, the lag. If you guys have not ever noticed, I have 64 ingots of iron and 15, about 2 stacks, which is kind of insane, and I have a lot more coming, so I don't have to worry about iron whatsoever, because surprisingly enough that the cave below me is huge. Speaking of anything that evolves down, we also got a storage. I wanted to show you guys. This is where I'm going to keep all the blocks I need. We are going to need a lot of shelves, because the texture on the shelves would look really nice. Because I'm not going to make it like a short, it's not going to be square. I kind of want to give it some realism, give it some edge. So it's going to be quite rounded, and if anyone knows my reputation on rounded building, it sucks. It is beyond a kindergartner can probably do as better than I would ever when it comes to building something circular. But we're going to try. But I did get a little inspiration from Grian, from his I don't want to butcher it. It's a Victorian time type building. I'm dumb, so I'm sorry, but this is gonna be a greenhouse. This is just where I want my I just want a greenhouse, because I haven't built any in so long, ever since the first season. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to be a little quiet. I've quite literally just hypocrited myself 5 times before. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Dude. I don't know what that was. Shoot. I don't even have any wood. Okay. We are out of wood. But you know what? We could possibly make dark oak the build, but I just, I'm very hesitant to make, because this is a Saranda, and I'm trying to fit the theme. So yeah, I don't want to make it like this would, because that would look obnoxious. So it's gonna be like a small farm, just so I can get stuff out of my inventory. It might get like a little bit longer, but I hope not, because I'm gonna try to farm like potatoes, wheat, a little bit of carrots, if I even have enough carrots to even do. Okay, never mind. I completely forgot within like a couple of weeks, of actually like recording a OmegaLands episode. You know, it's been so long. So yeah, we're just rounding up as much we can get, but we are suffering from success. We are suffering from success. So yeah, we gotta make a lot of chests, because that's the main ingredient we need for a hopper, is a bunch of chests. I'm not really smart to figure that out, but I have managed to figure it out in some sort of way, in my own way. But yeah, that was in later season. That was like, I would think like Smack SMP, pretty much. Like I think it would be kind of like around over there. But yeah, it's oh. What? I'm back. My whole game crashed. Yeah, my tablet's been doing that lately, so don't worry. I'll just hop right back on and just restart. Don't worry. I won't let you guys miss a thing. For some reason, I also been collecting discs. I don't know how, but I have gotten my hands on like 3 discs already. Like, cause like we're allowed to explore, and I will like put like keep inventory for us, because like the difficulty of keeping our stuff is still there. But alright, we got something to do, and unfortunately I need to prepare myself with all of this. I surprisingly do not have a lot of bones. That is, you know, nerve-wracking, because how hard this is gonna be. But yeah, we're gonna try to use dark oak wood as the thing, and I was also planning to make like a, you know, a path to like somewhere over here, and this would be like my mine shaft. So I do have a mine shaft area to be planned. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we gotta plant like a couple dark oaks, and we're gonna have to keep this process. Why did I do that? I just do this. I just don't think sometimes, I swear. But yeah, don't mind the water. Minecraft has been so buggy. I don't know if anyone else is having this experience. I'm not having a great experience with Minecraft lately. Spider. Oh, don't crash. What is he doing? You're in like such a position, bro. I can't attack you. I can't even hit him anymore. I'm getting distracted, bro. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know where that urge came from. I, I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That was like, okay. But yeah, I have an idea. Actually, an idea did actually come into my. I don't know. I lost it and then it came back to me. I do have this this brown terracotta and this dark oak, this both really look so similar. So I might try to like mix it in with the build, but I do plan for shelves because, like I said, look at the texture of these shelves. So if I were to make it like, because I'm trying to make it like, you know, it's hard to explain. It's supposed to look like more of a tent than like anything because, the greenhouses I ever seen were kind of like this, so this is kind of what it's based off of. But yeah, it's supposed to be just like half a circle. But this texture alone, I want to put like for the walls because I think it would look very nice and give it more of like a nice like you know give it more like an industrial feel. Are you ser- like seriously? I am getting jumped by everything. Like that wasn't even the first time. Like the first episode was being jumped by creepers and zombies and skeletons, but now it's a spider. But all right, I'm gonna jump on this time lapse. I don't know. I was also thinking of like putting a voiceover so you guys could also try to see where my thought process went with this, because again, when it comes to building circular things, I am awful, and it looks like someone took an egg and put it right up their ass. So I'm going to try my best. And in the midst of this, I was just trying to figure out how to make a circle. Um, Building in a circle is the hardest thing to do, especially on a block game. So what you were seeing, I was just putting a bunch of varieties of just wood planks and just some logs, and then I put some brown terracotta to add some more texture to it. But in this, I did not add the bookshelves for a reason because I was going to do it while doing the interior. So I just mainly focused on the main thing before just worrying about details. So as what you're seeing, I'm breaking some wood, just adding the textures just to add the more that it's an old greenhouse. It has been recently used, but it's still kind of getting to in the rusty side. But as you guys see, I'm starting to add like the door frame, preparing to make it round. But in the midst of this, you guys can see the struggle. I absolutely suck at making doors. So you'll see the progress go and go and go. And here we are adding the rib, the whole, pretty much setting up what's going to happen around the whole thing. But I didn't really need to focus or kind of worry about it. I probably should have give it more of a hunch, but in this again, I didn't really worry about it, and I had to I was losing a lot of stuff because I was using so much material just to get all this down. So I had to like literally pause a couple times to literally go back to gather all this stuff and even take more trees down and just make more planks after more planks, and even being jumped by a gosh damn creeper. But I my luck doesn't even exist. Like I don't believe in luck, just for this exact reason that I get screwed over 24/7 in this game. Yeah, luck doesn't exist on Minecraft, but as you guys see, I'm organizing, I'm trying to grab stuff, I did eventually run out of glass and then having to go back to make more. So I had to sit there on the furnace waiting for it to cook more, and then eventually having to go on a huge adventure to get the like great glass. And as you guys can see, I am setting up the whole thing, putting the glass, and surprisingly so, making glass in a circle, like like a circular form for this sucked. I messed up a couple times. I don't know if you guys will catch it, but let me down in the comments about it. If you see it, um, yeah, you're going to see my inventory disappear and it appear with more each time. But throughout this, I'm just cleaning up, polishing it, getting it ready, and I'm just getting the final touches of it, adding the last final couple of glasses. As you see, I had to also go inside to break some because I did a little miscalculation to it, and somehow I messed that up. But that is our time lapse with the greenhouse. Thank you for listening. And we are back. Look how this turned out. This greenhouse has turned out exceptionally great. I'm actually quite happy how it turned out. Look at it. It looks actually really fantastic. It looks exactly how I envisioned it. Um I just feel like maybe I will have to like change this up a bit. Maybe add a little slabs. I might add like the little details in the next episode when I do the interior of this place. You know, add the final touches along with the rest of the build. You know, just to add more to it. I feel like a little bit could be added, and added like the nice lines and the other stuff to it, because I have everything in the chest in my basement. Um, but so far this looks like exceptionally amazing. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. It even has like a cute like flappy door. You know, you can if you want to wait for crops to like if I want to wait for crops, I have something to fiddle with, and it's this little one. It's just supposed to be like, you know, like a trademark. You know, I might make like a banner, you know, based on like these doors, cuz you know, we're in a Saranda area. I don't really know where I'm going to go with that, but hey, it's an idea. But I really like how this all turned out, and I just feel like maybe if I add a little bit of vein, like, you know, like vines. Why did I say veins? Vines around some here. Make it more like nature like. Maybe put like moss. I don't think. What just dropped? Oh, okay. Uh, Pretty much, you know, add a little bit more details. But the idea is that the farm is going to be lifted up like at least one block. So even if I'm out wandering, I will know if my crops are done, and also that it also just saves a lot of time. But I really don't know. I might just try to like make it all like fancy. Maybe like put, you know, deep slate as the ground, and then just rise up the ground. But I really don't. I'm like really unsure of it, but because I could also just put these planks, the Arcita planks. I butchered the name again, but you know. But I don't think orange will do well with dark brown, and along with like gray. I think deep slate might be the way to go, because you know it would fit in with the light gray, the lightish gray glass we have here. Um, yeah, I'm loving it. Like, to be honest, it does look great. I I did make a few mistakes. I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but I did make a few accidental mistakes. So there's just, you know, but it really fits. Like, you know, I'm quite surprised with myself. I've actually gotten very good at doing something like this, because I did do this in like OmegaLands, and OmegaLands, my first season, I had an actual greenhouse. It was supposed to just be like a very rundown house, and it was very nature based. Um, but now it actually kind of looks like a recently used greenhouse, but it doesn't have any like interior yet. Just so don't worry. I will add a lot of farms. I was just thinking it should be like an easy way in and a way back out. Somewhere you can meet in the middle, but like it also has like a bunch of like variety of stuff that can grow. around here. Like I said, like I kind of wanted to have it lift because I did put like stuff like this to add more details. As you guys can see, I added a few brown terracotta, and I kind of put a little of the, you know, like a sculpted, you know, oak log, you know, just adding like the smaller details. And I sometimes put the regular. I will lose it if Fiverr starts doing this to all of it, but um yeah, I added it. It's mostly planks, obviously. I do need to add the shelves, and I need to slant this a little bit more to fit, just to pretty much to fit with everything else. I don't mind if it, you know, if it doesn't look so, you know, like bent over. It's just supposed to go this way. So I don't mind, but this really will throw off the whole vibe of it being a greenhouse. But it looks like an actual bubble, and I'm actually quite proud of it. It's like a bubble. it's it's not just a bubble. It's my bubble of all bubbles. But it actually looks kind of damning good. I do wonder how it looks from afar, but this I'm actually quite proud of. It's actually not that bad. So that's where our farm is going to be. Somewhere around episode 3, we might get to the bridge. It really depends on our progress with this greenhouse, because not only that we want to add, like, you know, lifted up farms, we also kind of want it to also give us the items that it drops. So when we do destroy the whole, you know, the farm to replant, it could also, you know, that it'll go into a chest for us, and maybe we'll add like some copper golems to sort it all out to correct in the correct places. I don't exactly have faith in these type of creatures because they're kind of, you know, golems are known to be very dumb, like the snow golem and the iron golem. And Minecraft has been buggy, so I don't have high expectations with them. But in the meantime, we could try to get the copper golems, because like I said, they do sort out your inventory when it comes to chests and anything else of that sort, including copper chests. I wonder if they do with ender chests, but I really doubt so. But yeah, it just looks amazing. It looks amazing from afar. And wowee. Yeah, like, talk about a build. Now, the reason why I'm also checking my back is also because there's a creeper, which is an op of mine. And there's seemingly backup. Oh my gosh, and he's walking right towards me. Are you serious, man? I do not get a break from these. I do not get a break from them. There's just no such thing. No such thing. But yeah, I'm very proud of it. It turned out extremely well. Like, I am utterly surprised. You know, like it usually wouldn't. Well, I guess, you know. But yeah, I like how it looks. It looks like a hot dog, a little. It looks like a pill. Now I can't get that out of my head. But I like how it really turned out. I'm very happy. I can't say that much. And are you absolutely kidding? Are, like, is this seriously? Seriously? Like, I knew that was coming. But alright. Let's get sleeping so we can continue with the episode. But yeah, I'm very happy how this turns out. Usually my builds on OmegaLands has been kind of getting a lot more rusty, but it certainly has come back with a huge comeback with this. No, I'm gonna have to dodge you. No, no, no. Aha! My house. You poked my house. But yeah, it looks great. I'm very happy, and like the insides, like it gets me like all giddy because like, you know, it's really hard. It looks kind of weird right now because I haven't fixed, these two edges, but I will. But, I can't really express it enough. Because, I kind of went through hell trying to get tools for this as I was building it again. Like, season 2 and 1, I was doing this. And it looks like season 3, the curse has still happened where I use up all my stuff to make all of this. But it's okay. We're alright. I'm quite happy with it because, yeah. But I will end the episode on this note. Fiber is certainly going to be surprised when he finds a random house next to mine, but it'll be alright. It's chaff bits, but thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been OmegaLands. See you guys on the next episode.